start. DJ, welcome to Bazooka TV Online.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so you are one of the innovators, entrepreneurs, the younger generation who are attacking or who are becoming the beacon or the main answers to the challenges we are facing. We've run that you started a construction business. Can you tell us about your construction business? But before you tell us about the construction business, I know many people know you because an MC in a wedding, DJs, musician. Before we jump to that question, and tell those who might be the first time to see or to hear from you.
Okay, I'll just remind them, to those ones that still know me, I'll just let them know, right. Those ones that who's first to see me. My botanical names, those are my family names, are Donatian Mahanga. French people call me Donatier, but my business name is DJ Grin, the Peacemaker. I mean, right. My stage name, I mean, the name that sells me. And I'm known as an artist, singer-songwriter. I'm known as an MC. I'm known as an engineer. I'm known as a mentor, multi-purpose boy.
Right. Yeah, so that's brief about you. You are famous, no doubt, and I think even the younger kids know you. So as I said back about your business, share with us those innovative ideas. How did tell us about your construction business?
Yeah, maybe. It's always good to talk about your present, your current situation, or current business you may be doing. Right. But I mostly encourage people to say, to talk or learn, hear about the past or right. Their background, where do they come from? Because that's what makes you who you are, and it shapes and gives you a vision of what should come next, what tomorrow should look like.
Yeah.
I was born, but with the talent of construction, with the talent of music. And that's why I started singing, songwriting in 1994, a young boy. That's why I started creating a small kind of a dough. People who lived in Changwali, they called it amatanda.
Yeah,
it's from
right.
the palm trees. I went in the forest and started creating something. I spent like 8-10 hours creating that dough. I don't know if anyone else is doing that dough, is making that dough in Changwali. And from there, I graduated to be a carpenter and then started bricklaying. Koburas with me know how much I started training the young generation in bricklaying, construction, and of course, music together. I did both together. So when I got down here, that's what I'm saying. It's always interesting to hear about what is happening, the current situation, but it's best to learn about the past. Because at some point, the past gives us the picture of what it should be in the future. So when I got here, I didn't hesitate to get something started. I didn't exactly think I'm in a different angle, or I'm in a tough place, or I'm in a different area where I can't continue doing what I've been doing as my talent, because I know my talent is my property.
Right.
So that's when I got here and still started DJ Grin Construction and Art Company.
Nice. Wow. I know that. I remember you are the one who formed the Maisha Changwari song, right?
Oh, that song. I think everyone is calling me. They want me to put it back in the studio, but
I still remember that song. It looks like it's long, but I still remember, Yeah, so
I wrote that song and I didn't get the chance to record it, but I'm going back to Africa purposely for that song. Of course, to meet the youths and see who I can empower, who I can share story and support. But that song is one of the things that take me back there, to tell them about our life, our past.
Yeah, I think I watched it on the YouTube. I think someone might have put it on the YouTube, because that's where I think I normally access it. Anyways, yeah. So you said you employ about 8 people with your company, right?
Yep. And I think it's going more than that. It's growing day and night.
What approximately? Because if you as a DJ came from the refugee camp, trying to make ends meet or trying to be resettled in the US with, cultural shock, new food, new language, everything is new, and you are able to create a company, and you are able to hire more than 80 people. Don't you think that people should focus on people like you so that we can be able to get more solutions to solve the challenges we are facing? Yeah, so you said there are more than 8, them, which is great, and which they can be, in the future. I hope they will be 80 and then 800, 8,000 and so on, because those are our dreams, those are our prayers that God can be able to support you. So in that business, what's like most make you, proud, of that business?
Yeah, the number one thing I must say is because I'm financially independent, and that's a dream I've been dreaming for so long. And whenever you're not financially independent, a lot happens.
Oh yeah, true.
Your vision will perish. Your community might perish.
Yeah.
Your family might perish because you are going under someone's control financially. With no finances, then you'll not be able to control. That's the number one thing I'm proud of. But the second thing I'm proud of is what I'm doing, my empowerment. I always tell my teammates, I'm not employing you. I'm teaching you how to fish. I'm giving you the skills that tomorrow, the next day, you will start also employing others.
Yeah.
And I hopefully know within 6 months, these people will be already working independently, independent contractor, doing their own thing, employing others. I'll just be there as someone watching, as someone helping, someone mentoring. So that's something else I'm proud of.
Right. Yeah, that's, you see, yeah. So yesterday I was with Volcano Hub Tech. It's again a younger generation, found and something, like a tech company to, to make sure the younger generation, don't face like communication barriers. It's the same. Our aim is trying to, because sometimes we think, we Black people or we immigrant, but actually we are contributing this much, and this make us so proud, and make us to be uplifted and believing that it's not that people say, the immigrant, they come, they take they take our jobs, they go on financial assistance and so on. But you also want to tell the world, or to tell those who have those mentalities, that actually we are innovators, we are entrepreneurs, we are business people, and we have a positive mind and a successful mindset to, to continue making, a better life here. So those two things, that, financially independent, and then, becoming a mentor, those are actually those may make someone to admire you. So those are the two great points. So, but we believe that, as you said, an immigrant, even a Black person, to start, a construction business there, sometimes with the languages and more challenges. So how, like, as I mentioned, those, didn't you see that they're affecting your business, or the way you wanted to see your business going?
Could you repeat your question? What affected my
like
business?
As an immigrant,
okay,
and someone, Black in the United States of America,
yeah, I think,
and with the new language, everything is new. Don't you think someone would see that and say, what, I'm going to stay at, financial assistance, but I don't want to go and face, because there are a lot of problems there.
I think Brother Benson, Murihira, and I had always say that once a ninja, always a ninja.
Yeah.
And the ninja dies in phase 1 and resurrects in phase 2. So
that's true. Yeah.
We suffered back in African refugee camp. Maybe someone somewhere died. No one knew I'd be this great. I didn't know I was going to be this great because maybe I didn't have a way. Right. But when I got here, I had to make sure I resurrect. So I make sure I pick up. I must tell people, I think we've undermined ourselves in very many ways. One, we think people hate us as Black people, and that limits us from thinking beyond what we would think. Two, we think we are refugees. No one, like before they used to tell us refugees are one race, useless, hopeless, they can do nothing. That's how they kept telling us. If you went on Google now and write who a refugee is, that definition stigmatizes you. You really feel, you are like nothing. But I did not at all believe and give space to anything that would undermine or intimidate me or stop me from thinking of or dreaming big. So that's the weapon I still have as for now. I don't care if I'm new in America. I don't care if my English is not, if my accent is not Americanized or whatever it is. I don't care if I'm Black, handsome boy. I am proud to be who I am and how I am. And that proudness is what clears away all the boundaries, clears away my fear, clears away my inferiority.
Right. Yeah. I see. Whenever I do something with a positive mind, with positive attitude, I think you get whatever you want. Right. Yeah. So there are many younger people out there. They think nothing is possible, and some they end up, committing suicide. Others they end up in drugs. Others they end up in the street and so on. What message would you give? Because this video will be watched, by so many people, and I'm sure some will pick up those positive messages. But what message would you give to someone like that?
So number one message I would give them, I don't want them to all be like me. I don't want them to all start construction in that company like I did. I don't know if that's their talent. I don't know if that's it. But the fact is, number one, I would tell them to do is to approach people like us who are willing to share with them our success stories that we have now and our past. Some of them may be knowing me from my childhood in my village. Why don't you extend to DJ and say, DJ, how did you get there? Maybe if you're not going to do what I'm doing, you might do something lining to your vision. I'm willing to support. I'm ready to be there for you, because I'm just here not trying to make money, but trying to encourage you, trying to motivate you in what I'm doing. If I'm successful now, why not you? That's point one I would say. About two is let's stop thinking about Enoch, a man from Matanda, a man from Changwali, blah, 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 blah. How can he do this? How can he do that? Just like Jesus was intimidated, and this is the son of Joseph, but they didn't know exactly what and who Jesus was.
Right.
So we also still have that same thing, failing to support each other just because, oh no, I'd rather go watch Diamond Platinums than watching DJ Grin. I'd rather go call people on Google to come fix up my house or my wall or my floor instead of calling DJ Grin. And tomorrow, when you're in trouble or when the family is in need, you're not calling those companies. You're not calling Diamond Platinums for the contribution of your wedding. You're not calling those other companies to come and contribute for anything that the family might need. So I want to tell them to switch their brain, switch their mind. I don't know. I'm not maybe on the level of Diamond Platinum's music. I don't know. But I've always liked what I've done, what I'm doing to my capacity. I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, to come back there, I was gonna ask you that question. Why do you think your community or the people around you are, because we've got hundreds of people, immigrating from Uganda to US, except here in Canada, we've got another guy. I don't know what's going on, but we didn't get anything. But everyone had moved in. So why do you think that community, should support your music, should support your construction business? We are not saying supporting you by giving, but, extending those services into you. So why do you think they should do that to you?
Okay, the reason why I should still convince them and tell them it is a must, not a may, unless otherwise. And if
Okay,
not,
yeah.
life will teach them. Life will teach us. I'm not saying all the community members.
Yeah.
Some community members, I believe. And as I talk now, there are people that will follow this video and will understand. There are others still that will watch this video and say, look at this, Panka, look at this, Budi Butia, things like that. They will still come and criticize. I don't care. But what I want to say, it's like hating your mother and go create another mother. It's like hating your parent and try to go create another parent. This is something you cannot and you will never, ever be able to achieve. If you grew up with DJ in the same village, shared together something, it's hard and stupid for DJ to forget you whenever he grows rich, whenever he becomes great or bigger. It's stupid and it's weird.
It is
so
weird,
that's number one thing. Whether you like it or not, the funds I will make will come back to you, either directly or indirectly. So I don't understand why you should be sitting on a branch of tree and start cutting it down. Where is the end of that? You are sitting on a branch of tree and you are still cutting it down. So you think the branch will go by itself or with you? And who is going to pay the most? That's the same scenario. That's the same thing to those ones that still don't believe, understand that they must support their fellow community members, community initiatives, unless otherwise.
DJ, like you are right. As you say, you find like our local people, they are subscribing it to Kofi Olomide, to Diamond Platinum, to Harmonizer, to Jason Derulo, those of Michael Jackson, they are gone. And so far on, we can just, what they say that it's an energizing anyways. So you find like someone is getting a notification from wherever Harmonizer uploads the song or whatever. But whenever Wasasa or Jay or Wasasa Moses uploads the song, even when he sees it, doesn't want to open it. Like I really, that point, like someone who has like maybe 100,000 subscribers, and that's the people like, but those our own people who are struggling. Yet, as you mentioned, your construction company, in case there is any contribution towards helping the certain family, you're gonna pick up from your company. But our people don't want to support our local. I don't know if I'm accusing them not to support us or if there's anything behind there. Can you be able maybe to open it? Because you find, as I mentioned, those people, like those of Diamond, those famously, even our local people, like, they subscribe there, they get the notification there, but as local people here, when we make something, or maybe are we not making a better quality service, which can attract our people to to subscribe or support in any way? Just maybe give us a little bit on, because it's kind of confusing.
I can remember, let me see, what year was this? It was 2010, 11, when I went to sing on one stage with, at Boma Ground, where the Weasel, the late Weasel Manizo, Mose Radio. I mean, Mose Radio, the late, and Weasel Manizo, when they were performing there. I remember performing that day. They were calling, they were advertising, say, DJ Grin Congolais, DJ Grin Congolais.
Yeah.
The Ugandans, the Banyoro around there, whoever was around there, was eager to come and see DJ Grin Congolais because it's from the Congo. And the real Congolese that were in Hoima, I didn't see anyone coming to cheer on the stage or coming even to watch me. So sometimes it's crazy to understand it. It's crazy to understand it. Either they don't believe we can do it, or if it's a quality, then if it's a quality, for example, come tell me, Diamond is doing this kind of, support me, and then I can do that quality you want, because that's what it is. Unless otherwise you fail to comment, you fail to give me any feedback, because if your video is not productive, tell me, how did you want it to be? Send your feedback, recommend me to something somewhere. If it's financial, let me find ways.
Right.
Let's the community come together and get that service. Otherwise, we are taking the wrong direction. We are really taking that direction, a wrong direction. So I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just saying, if there is a need of any improvement in a community, in a society, who else will improve that? It's us. It's up to us to improve on it. If it's Pambazuka TV, tell them maybe your videos are too long.
Yeah.
That's why we don't want to watch. But I've seen you watching videos of 2-3 hours. Sit there, you almost doze. So
yeah, right.
So unless there is a convincing or a pregnant reason to why you guys should not support your fellow community members, your fellow community artists, your fellow community engineers, and want to support the outsiders. But again, here, it's surprising that the services, I think, let me say 60% of my beneficiaries in my construction and art company are Americans I found here. They value it most than even our people, 60%. So I don't know if they know this service exists or not.
Yeah.
I've expanded it to buying and selling of the homes. And now it's trying to go. Now the benefits are going to start going to other people that would have been the secondary beneficiaries. You, my community, would be the number one beneficiaries of this. That's why I started this. But even look, I'm still forcing. I don't know, maybe it's forcing or doing what to make sure you guys benefit from something that is on table. So it's crazy. It's unbelievable, but we should not give up. Enoch never give up because of that. Keep going. I don't care how many people watch this video or people will watch or how many people will subscribe to you, but I'll care about the impact your video, my video, or my work will be. That's what I go with. I might have 1,000 views and you have 1 million views with zero impact on your 1 million views. I want to impact. I don't want to just, be famous for no good reason.
Right.
That's me. That's to me. I'm sorry. That's to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no. That's actually that's what we want to hear. Like we want to hear from people like you because, as you said, the first beneficiaries are the community. Because remember, for instance, if Enoch gets a problem, someone some other race is gonna know about it later when you, my community members, my people, you had already known about the issue and about the problem. So that's why we want to make sure the people that we are trying to entertain or inform or tell or teach so that they can be able to be number one in everything. So like now you said you have more than 8 employees. What is your future plan for your construction company, or what do you want to see yourself in 5 or 10 years for your company or your construction?
I must tell you what I wanted to see. Number one was about myself. I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm contented with what I have.
Right.
And I now have my own home. And my children are happy, they're studying, they got all they wanted. They got all I wanted for them, unless otherwise. So my focus was to make sure I share this chance with others. How can they also get where I am or even better than I am? So with a few of the employees, 8+ I'm talking about, my goal is to see them. If I have 8, out of the 8, if I set them free, one will have 2 employees, 3 recruits, many more others. Of course, under my company's management. Following up, I don't want to just send them there, but I still want to be with them. That will be 8 times 2 or times 3. That might be multiple number. And that's what the other empowers the other. And at the end, we shall reach thousands and thousands.
Right.
And that's a bigger impact than it is. So the other thing I want to see is to see people get out of the economic slavery. Economic slavery, I mean, our culture at the moment, somehow, somewhere is getting lost, and we don't know why it's getting lost. It's because economically we are not free.
Yep.
Economically, we're not free. If you are supposed to spend a weekend with your family, and the company will say mandatory, you must work. No any other way.
Yeah.
No any other way. You must accept. If not,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to survive tomorrow? How are you going to pay your bill? How are you going to pay your mortgage? You know, that's point one. Two, some companies will work Monday to Sunday. Even when you want to go to pray, you have no space. You've been a pastor, you've been a preacher, you've been somewhere there. Economically, you'll not get that space.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that space. So that's why I'm trying to tell people, my vision now is to make sure I rescue as many people as possible, to find them or to help them get to that level, self-reliable financially.
That's really great. And yeah, that's good. Yeah. Man, I feel like I need to jump in and start another company here too. Maybe we could have your branch, DJ Peace Maker construction branch here. And then, anyways, see that, like whenever I see, how, the younger generation, how you guys are making the end meet, how you are, enrolling in more team members to join your company. It makes us, pride, and we really say thank you and keep it up. So, as you mentioned, you want to see, many people come. What about if, I know there are some people who will, be wanting to know, how can I get in contact, or how can I get in touch with the DJ Grin Peacemaker? How can they reach you so that maybe they may need your services, or they want to start your branch in the other state?
Oh, okay. The best way, number one way, is to get through Pambazuka TV. The way they got me is the way you can as well get me. I must directly say that.
All right.
That's why it's important to have bloggers, to have people like Pambazuka TV, Enoch, and the rest of the people. I value everyone's input. So that's number one way.
Yeah.
If you hesitate to watch this, or you fail to subscribe, tomorrow this is the very TV, this is a very channel that will help you connect. I want to give you a typical example. Someone had an issue with his plumbing, and didn't know who to call. Went on Google.
Yeah.
Going on Google, someone told him, you can only be served, we can only get to you after 2 months. This person is not taking shower. This person's basement is clogged. Everything is mess. And I don't know, they went to someone, their neighbor, and the neighbor.
Yeah.
This is my community. This is my community member. We grew up in Shangwali together.
Imagine.
Same people. They went to a neighbor who is an American, told them, you know what? Call DJ Construction on that company.
There you go.
What? Call this and this. Here is the number.
Yeah.
When they called me, they sent me, someone referred me to you, blah, blah, blah. Went there. Yeah. Look at them. These are the very people I know. I asked them, did you know I do this service or not? Oh, we heard, but we didn't believe it was true. You didn't believe it was true? I did whatever work I wanted to do, and I took my way away. I'm just giving that example. I don't want to go deeper. But I'm trying to say, when you ask me of how to contact, how can people get me? Start by Pambazuka TV. Comment down there. How do I get him? I cannot give my contact directly here.
All right, that's fine. Yeah.
But you can also find me on Facebook, Mahanga Donald.
Yeah.
I am there, and all my contacts will be there. And like I say, contact whoever is closer to me. If you're not closer to me, if you're not my friend, that's easy. I always have sometimes live shows discussing on issues like this. Some other times with the TV presenters like Enoch now. So there are many ways. You can't fail to. Honestly, there are many ways to get DJ Grin. They're open 24/7.
24/7. Nice. So yeah, DJ Grin, thank you so much. So What other comment would you be able to share with, with the people who are listening to you?
Other comments?
Yeah, any comment or any, an extraordinary words that you may be able to share with the people who are listening to us?
Maybe before I get off here,
yeah.
Before I get off this this talk, I want to remind them again.
Yeah.
Every year I always have a give back program. Every year I do have a give back program. Whatever money I made, whatever small achievement I got, I share it with my community. And now I think I said about this most recently when we were talking somewhere.
Yep.
We have one mic, one word event coming up in Dayton, Ohio. So to those ones that want to buy tickets, you can buy tickets online. To those ones that will buy on door, that's fine. I don't want to talk more about how much it is. You can pay more, you can pay less. But the main focus on this, I want to bring the youth together. I want to show you the young generation, the young teenagers, adults that have been singing, and you maybe you didn't know them. This is one way I want to support them. I want to put them on a platform. So anyone that is willing, please welcome in. I'm still saying I'm not blaming you for not supporting us. Sometimes maybe we don't give you chance and space to support us. Now it's created, it's there. So this event is going to be on 31st of December, just weeks from now. Many artists, the Bumbere you heard about, the MC Joel. There's another great artist from Ivory Coast, General Chefari. We have Shea Butter, who is an American. Yeah, many I don't want to mention. Shali Vivo. Many you're going to see the posters. So that's the time where we shall be sharing. We have the youngest guitarist, the solo artist. That is Sandra. And then we with his with her brother. One plays a very great piano, Sebene, and the other brother plays the keyboard. I want those guys, those kids will be performing live there. And we want to see how we can support our youths, because we always say we are the future generation, but the future is now. The future is today. So that's the event I have now. Maybe my last word, I would say, I want to encourage you guys. If you're not able to get a mortgage, you can contact me on how you can own a home without a mortgage.
So if someone wants, mortgage, they don't want mortgage, they just want to buy cash, they can contact you, right?
Yes, if you fail to qualify for a mortgage, it's not everyone that qualifies for a mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not everyone that successfully finished their mortgage.
Oh, yes.
So I know that I've been in this industry so much. So that's another service I'm trying to give in. Whoever wants to own a home without a mortgage, contacts me, reaches me. We can find ways in Dayton. I'm sorry, I'm starting from Dayton. Maybe I'll expand later. For now, I'm in Dayton. I don't want to grab state by state before I build a deep foundation.
Nice.
That's point one. Point two, any artists, anyone that has a talent of singing, I already established a new studio here, free of charge. You only have to pay some small fees for mixing and some stuff. Come record with us. We shall help you release your audio, help you with your video, free of charge. All you need to do is to transport yourself, get whatever other facilitations, which many people have been stuck about. If you want to, if you want that service as well, DJ Grin Construction and that company gives that to you. And
nice.
Beyond that, there is a lot I have in mind and in brain. We'll keep in touch. I encourage you to continue subscribing to channels like Pambazuka TV, my channel, any channel of the person you really know and you're in contact with, that you know anytime. You can contact anytime, you can reach them for any support, for any help.
So DJ, back on the youth events, which exactly date is it on?
It's going to be 31st, December 31st, as we clock in 1st of January 2022.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So at midnight is when we have, before midnight, we shall have a small fire round with the elders around Dayton, sharing with them what the past has been. We shall try to invite 1 or 2 pastors to come lead us in that very event, thanking God, is our culture. But we shall also have agakungu. Agakungu. Agakungu is when we sit around the fire, roast whatever we had, discuss. That's something I want us to, before we used to do it in Africa, why not here? So that's something
here we
else I'm
can
going
do
to
it too.
establish.
Yep. Anyways, DJ, thank you so much for answering our questions and giving information to about your company, about everything. I want to say thank you for taking part in this and appreciate. This was Pharmaceutical TV, right? My name is Kinowell, and I was with DJ Grin, the peacemaker.
Peace out.
Hold on.